now we're here again, talking about the energy release. You know, we're associating E equals mc squared with a rest mass, a mass at rest, and we're going to be going over an example of how this mass-energy relation, or equivalence relation, relates to particles and functions and examples. So what we're going to be doing is a matter-antimatter interaction. So we call this annihilation. And one of the main examples of demonstrating this is a positron and an electron. Annihilation. So what a positron is an anti-electron. So, you know, we know that the electron has a negative charge, and that negative charge is equal to 1.6 times 10 to the minus 19 coulombs. What we have here is the positron has an equal in magnitude charge, or a charge that is equal in magnitude, but it's a positive charge. All right? And that's what makes the positron the antiparticle corresponding to the electron. Now, that definition is established. The interaction between these two is important to note because it marks one of the only direct and supposedly 100% efficient methods of converting mass to energy. And that's what a matter-antimatter annihilation is. It's one of the only direct and 100% efficient, direct is important, but it didn't highlight, just put over, of course, direct and 100% efficient forms of converting mass to energy. So what we can say here is, even though this is an interaction and something that's changing over time, we can say with confidence that, well, now knowing the mass, if we write down the mass of an electron, m0 equals 9.11 times 10 to the minus 31 kilograms. We have this mass. We can say confidently that we can take this and plug it in to E equals mc squared. That's the relation for our rest mass. And our rest mass, we can say that E is equal to 2m, because we have one positron and one electron. It's this mass, which is identical between the two, multiplied by 2. All right, so we have E equals 2m times c squared, or m0 times c squared. And you can feel free to calculate this now, but we will detour to a related example for a moment. Now, this example follows a marble of mass 10 grams, or a ball, okay? And this 10-gram ball is thus 0.01 kilograms. This is just to demonstrate some of the massive quantities of energy you get. E equals 0.01 times c squared. This tiny 10-gram marble has, do you know how many joules of energy? 0.01 times 3, and you have to make sure to 3 times 10 to the 8th is squared, times 10 to the 8th squared is 9 times 10 to the 14 joules of energy. That is a ridiculous amount of energy in a 10-gram ball or marble or what have you. Now, with the scale of energy in mind for the mass-energy relation, we can now calculate and inspect this positron-electron annihilation. So we go back up here, positron and electron annihilation. So we insert, or we solve for our formula, E equals 2m0 c squared. Right, equals 2 times 9.11 times 10 to the minus 31 times 3 times 10 to the 8th squared. And we take a moment to input that into our calculator. So 2 times 9.11 times 10 to the minus 31 times 3 times 10 to the 8 squared. The energy we get from this annihilation is 1.6398 times 10 to the minus 13 joules. And that is what happens when matter and antimatter annihilate. This is a true representative conversion of the energy from positron-electron annihilation. Because this method, matter-antimatter annihilation, has 100% efficiency in converting mass to energy.